A video camera that shoots 4K video that's the size of my eyeball? Today we're talking about the all-new DJI Action 2. And we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to really show you guys what this camera is all about right here in this video. So make sure you stay tuned. Can you believe it that this little tiny camera right here shot all that video that you just saw here in Hawaii? It looks amazing. The quality of the camera is beautiful. It shoots 4K video, 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second. It shoots slow motion. It shoots amazing photos. What in the world are we going to do now that technology is just becoming so amazing? When I found out that DJI was going to be releasing a new action camera, I got really excited because I recently moved to Hawaii. And well, we do a lot of action around here. We're surfing, we're mountain biking, we're foiling, we're swimming, we're working out, and everything that I do on a day-to-day basis, well, the Action 2 is perfect for filming. So this is the actual camera itself. You got the lens on the front, you got a little microphone, and then on the back you have the LCD screen or the LED screen that will show you pretty much everything. You can go and change the settings and all of that as well. When you open up the Action 2 box, you're going to actually find two of these little modules. And the first is the actual camera that has the lens, and then a second little module or a second little piece of the camera here that basically is a display unit and will also charge and power the camera itself when they are connected. And to connect them, it's really cool and it's really easy. It's just magnetic, as simple as that. And what's really cool, first off, is that it actually will hold. Magnet is super strong, and then there's two little teeth that you have to squeeze to pull it on and off. When those teeth are engaged, this thing, like, no matter how hard you pull it, it's not going to come apart. And a lot of people are going to be worried, like, oh, you know, the magnet, it's going to come off. But you can see from the video, you know, I've crashed on some big waves. I also mounted it to the top of the DJI Air 2S with their new little kind of sticky mount that comes with the Action 2. The overall build of the Action 2 is really solid because it's pretty much all, like, I believe it's all metal. It feels like if I squeeze it like really hard here, it's really solid. You can mount it all over the place. They have different mounts as well that go on the bottom that you can attach to other action camera mounts that are out there. You're not going to have to go out and buy all new selfie poles and different mounts. All you really need is just to buy the Action 2. And you know, after watching this video, you're probably gonna go over to dronenerds.com and click buy on the all-new Action 2. So let's talk about some of the features. First off, you've got the 4K. Now, I only shot 4K 60 frames per second here, but on the box, it says 4K 120 frames per second. You have a cinema look that you can change the different colors. So if you're looking for a more raw image, you can do that with the Cine-like, and you can see some of the footage here, just an example of the difference between, you know, the normal color and then the D-Cine, which is very similar to like the DJI codec and all that. One of the most impressive features is the rock steady feature. I mounted the Action 2 onto my Mavic Air 2S, and you can see how much the actual drone is flying around and moving and shaking, but the footage is amazingly rock steady. You see what I did there? Rock steady. That's the actual feature that DJI has, the rock steady stabilization with the Action 2, and it's rock steady, my friends. Now, another thing about this, obviously, is it's waterproof. It's waterproof up to 10 meters. So for most, you know, surfing, swimming, snorkeling, diving, you know, most normal things, boating, the Action 2 is going to be perfect for those things. being so small, having a very small form and function, it allows you to get really creative and mount it all over the place and do some really cool things. I didn't want to get too crazy just yet because I didn't want to lose this. I didn't want to mount it on the bottom of the board and then lose, it gets crazy sometimes when you're out there. We'll test out some more extreme mounting options in the future here. But for now, let's keep filming and get some more amazing footage with the Action 2. So you're going to have the time-lapse feature. You're going to have slow motion feature. They have a quick clip feature. They have normal video feature. And then they have the photo feature as well. The Action 2 also comes with a magnetic necklace. You can basically just clip this on there and you can walk around. You can film and kind of get some cool POV shots. If you're traveling, you're filming vlogs, things like that. The microphone on the Action 2 is doable. It's totally fine. I would say for vlogging, for little clips of audio here and there, if you're traveling, you're making vlogs, you could totally use the microphone there on the front of the camera. The touch screen on the back has been really responsive. It's really easy to swipe and change the different settings. They also have a 4:3 setting as well, so you can get a little bit wider and kind of a boxier image, if you're posting stuff on Instagram, things like that. All this footage that you're seeing is basically just me opening up the Action 2 box and just going out and filming what I do every day. And I'm really impressed at how versatile this camera is, shooting this slow motion, shooting 4K 60 frames per second at the super wide view. And that's one thing that is important when it comes to, these types of cameras. You really need a really wide lens because a lot of times, like if I have this mounted and I'm holding it in my mouth and I'm filming, I really want to be able to see my board. I want to see the wave. I want to see everything that's going on. If the image is too cropped in, too tight, then you really can't see what's happening and it's just kind of confusing for the viewer. The aperture for the Action 2 is 2.8. It says the field of view is around 155 degrees. So on the maximum view, you're going to get a very pleasant, wide image. I don't feel like it's overly warped either. And for most filming, if you're filming landscape stuff, if you're traveling around, you can go into the normal view, which will actually take away that warp effect, that fisheye look, and you get a very kind of just straight up flat cinematic image. And something that I talk about with a lot of these new cameras and drones that are coming out, at the end of the day, having a camera that makes it easier, it makes it simpler, it makes it faster to grab it, to go, to get the video shots, making your life as a filmer or a vlogger or a YouTuber or whatever you're doing with your camera, making it super easy to use is always going to be a more valuable feature over having a camera that's a lot of work. It's hard to dial it in. It's got, all these different buttons. With the Action 2, like you see, it's very, very easy. You've got the front screen. If you want to, film selfies, you can pop the screen off there. You can put it on another mount. You just press the button on top twice. It'll start filming. It also has a vibrate feature as well. So if you have it on your mountain bike helmet or you're holding it, something happens, it's going to vibrate and it's going to let you know either that it's stopping recording or it's turning on, things like that. So it is kind of really nice to have that vibrate feature. You can see I'm excited. Beautiful out right now here in Hawaii. I want to get back out there and film some more with this camera, but I'm really excited to film with this camera more and really see what we can do and how we can tweak it and mess with the settings more and really dial the Action 2 in. And then I'll let you guys know as I learn, what works best and all of that. And if I learn any tricks and things like that and settings that you should look into, I'll definitely let you know right here on the channel. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that subscribe button and the like button. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the new DJI Action 2? If you're interested in learning more, check out dronenerds.com to learn more and to grab an Action 2 for all the action in your life.